Everybody loves defensive ends, right? That's all the rage in college football recruiting nowadays. Today I'm going to talk about one of the top strong side defensive ends in all of high school football, Jalen Tuimoloau. We most know him as JT. He's the subject of today's breakdown on Top Recruit Breakdown, Gridiron Stud Show. If you're a college football recruiting fan and you've been following this for any amount of time, you know the last few years have the number one spot's been dominated by defensive linemen, in particular defensive end, because you got to have pressure on the quarterback nowadays. Everything is geared towards the passing game, and guys are rolling up yards left and right. The best way to stop that is getting yourself a good, hardcore defensive end that could get in there and pressure the passer. So it should come as no surprise that one of the top defensive prospects, or one of the overall prospects, top prospects for the class of 2021 is a defensive end. And as I said, it's Jalen Tuimoloau. He is from Eastside Catholic High School in Sammamish, Washington. And he is definitely a guy that everyone is on right now. And so today I'm going to talk about what he does good and why he is one of the top prospects in all of the country in this particular breakdown. So let's go to the video and I'll show you why this man is on everyone's list.
All right, so let's jump into why Tuimoloau, and I don't want to keep saying that too often. Let's just say JT is so great. First of all, it's the big body. He's got that NFL Division I style body, and that allows him to do stuff like you see right here in the first clip. Take on a block. They're obviously trying to come down a hill at him, get rid of the block, make the tackle. All right, same thing here. He's got size, jumps up. We're going to have to run that back. These clips are running a little too fast. But right here, he's got the size to jump up and bat down a pass, so affecting the pass game without actually getting a sack. Here he is. You see the speed. All right, one thing that's going to really excite college coaches is size and speed, and you're seeing it here, running down a play from the backside. So even when they try to run away from him, they can't do it. Now they're trying to run at him, and they can't do that either because he stands up to tight end, makes a tackle for a minimal gain. All right, here's the same thing, rushing into the backfield rather quickly, disrupting the play. If you choose to not block this guy because you want to option off of him, you do it at your own peril because he has speed and size. Here he is rushing through a block or an attempted block by a running back, getting in there rather quickly, getting a sack. All right, and again, and there are a bunch of clips like this one right here on his highlight video, and I appreciate it because it's really easy to just put a bunch of sacks on there with a guy running into the backfield without much resistance. Here he is, they're attempting to block him, and he's holding the edge, getting off of the block, making the tackle. There's going to be a bunch of that for him at the next level, showing you that he can do it. Here he is quickly disposing of a guy, and now you're seeing his pursuit. So not only does he have size, speed, he's showing you that he's got a bit of a motor and will pursue. Here's another situation where he's taking on a block, gets rid of the blocker, extends, gets rid of the blocker, sheds him, gets there, makes the play. These are college football type plays that you're seeing him make here. Here's one with him on a stunt, and my goodness, this has got to be scary for a high school quarterback. But here he is, stunts around, gets to an open gap, and a weak attempt at a block by a running back. You're going to see him doing that at the next level as well. All right, here's another thing that he'll do. They will drop him into pass coverage. Nothing exceptional here other than to just show you that he can do that. And then, you know, when the quarterback seems intimidated by having his vision blocked by him dropping here or not expecting that, he tries to take off. And, of course, he gets off a block and makes the play. These are just some of the things that will excite a college coach here. And here's another one, an inside stunt, very quick off the ball, so even the attempted block by the lineman was futile. He got into the backfield and made the play. All right, so here's what you're seeing here. Strong at the point of attack, that's why he's a strong side defensive end. If you choose to run away from him, he's got the speed to go run you down. Then he's got the size to jump up and block down, bat down passes. These are all things that are, you know, going to be very, very beneficial to him at the next level. And again, what I like about his highlight videos, they are showing you plays that are going to take place in college. You know, there are a lot of guys that are top recruits and you'll watch their highlight video and they're just running into the backfield. No one decided to block them, or they've got a rather small guy on them and there's no resistance. He shows you in this highlight video that even when blocked, he can get off of blocks, pursue, go make the tackle. So in addition to the size and speed combination, you are seeing a guy who does have the skill, the will, and the know-how to shed blocks and get to the ball carrier. And that's a big reason why he is, depending on which recruiting service you're looking at, is the #1 recruit in the country. He can affect the passing game with his pass rush. He can stymie the run game by holding his edge as a strong side defensive end, or even if you put him on the back side. And then he can also get into the backfield on the run plays and be a disruptor. So that's what you're getting. Whichever program it is that decides to sign him. Like I said, Ohio State seems to be the #1 program for him right now, but it would also be a great get for Washington or anyone that decides to, or that is fortunate enough to have him sign with them in the class of 2021.
And so there you have it. Some insight into why JT is one of the top guys in all of the country. And, you know, I never want to say a sure thing, but he's as close to a sure thing as you can get in the world of college football recruiting. You can expect him to be an instant impact to whatever program he ends up at. And so far as that is concerned, he has 24 offers. And the reason that number is low, if you could say 24 is low, is probably there are a bunch of other schools that realize they're probably not going to have a chance at this guy. So basically right now it comes down to Washington, the home team program, and Ohio State, which is pretty much in on every 5-star. Who's doing better at recruiting right now than Ohio State? They're killing it out on the trail. And the lean really is towards Ohio State. Now, this would be a great get for the hometown college football program in Washington. It would be in their best interest to be able to land guys like this, but we know what a tough deal it is nowadays for any program to be going up against the likes of Ohio State, Clemson, and Alabama in the world of recruiting, because those three programs right now are having a tremendous amount of success in states all across the country. But again, looks like a two-horse race, and we're coming down to the nitty-gritty here, so that's pretty much what it's going to be unless one of these other schools can come out of nowhere and swoop in and get JT. It wouldn't be the first time something like that has happened, but probably unlikely. And you know, if you're a betting man, you're probably, you know, putting your chips on Ohio State landing it. But don't count Washington out yet. But nevertheless, you guys have gotten a chance to see why he is the #1 defensive end prospect in the country, according to 247 Sports. And again, he's definitely a guy that you would think would go into a program, play right away, just like many of the other defensive linemen that we've seen over the last few years, Brian Breeze and Thibodeau up at Oregon. So I expect him to fall into that. And he's also neck and neck with Corey Foreman, another defensive end in his class. Depending on what ranking system you're looking at, it's either Corey #1 or it's JT #1. So both of those guys figure to be instant impact guys in whatever program they hit and getting after the quarterback. And when 2021 rolls around, expect to see JT on the field getting action for whether Washington or Ohio State or someone else, getting after the quarterback. That's almost a guaranteed, barring injury. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you are watching and you enjoyed this video, first of all, in the comment section, I always like to get feedback from you guys. Which one of these guys that's currently in this class of 2021 do you think is the #1 prospect in the country? Do you think it's JT, or is it another guy that you think should be the #1 prospect in the country? Maybe we've got it wrong. Maybe 247 has it wrong. Who do you personally think is the #1 guy? But aside from that, I'd love it if you guys would like this video, share this video, and more importantly, subscribe, hit the bell, and you'll be notified the next time I put out a video, whether it's on recruiting help, or anything on defensive backs, all things college football, you'll be notified right away. So I appreciate the subscribe. And listen, I thank you guys for watching this video. And until next time, Gridiron Studs, be seen. Hey, if you're a college football recruiting fan, you absolutely must download the Gridiron Studs app right now and get on and boost your college football recruiting experience. We've got over 14,000 prospects on our app right now, and they're right there for you. All of the information you would need, from their bio to their height and weight, what they think about the schools that are recruiting them right now, where they're thinking about going, their weight room numbers, their track numbers, highlight videos, photos, everything you could possibly need and know about a prospect. And you can also show support from your fan base for your favorite school by becoming a fan of the individual prospects that are listed on the Gridiron Studs app. Man, it's an outstanding app, and it was put together with you, the fan, in mind. Okay, definitely an app created for the fan. We know that fans make college football go round. And finally, a product for you, the college football recruiting fan, that you can really, really enjoy. All right, so hit the link down in the description, download it right now, and get to following some of these guys and show your support and enjoy the app. And also take back some feedback. If there's some things that you guys would like to see on there, would definitely love to hear from you. Love college football fans. They what make college football go round and round. So again, hit the link in the description, download the app, become a fan right now, and show your support.